boys and girls. I am going to do a little review before your reading test tomorrow. So first I thought I would go over your vocabulary. So specialty. We talked about a specialty as something that someone does particularly well or gives extra attention to. So if you're a dancer and your specialty is ballet, that's what you practice the most, that's what you do the most. This doctor, even though you're a doctor you go to school to learn all kinds of things about the body, her specialty would be reading x-rays, a radiologist. Attitude, you can have a good attitude or you can have a bad attitude. Attitude is a way of thinking, acting, or feeling. So I would say these girls have a good attitude. They're working together. They're smiling. They're happy. Familiar. This little girl is on her street and the houses are very familiar to her. Familiar is something that is well known because you've seen it before. I am familiar with that. Commotion. Commotion. These geese are making quite the commotion in the quiet pond. Okay? Commotion. Loud, noisy, disruptive. Commotion. Selfish. Selfish. Selfish is thinking of oneself or caring mostly about oneself. But the picture isn't showing someone being selfish. The picture is showing the opposite of selfish. It would be sharing or caring. They're sharing their headphones. Annoyed. Oh, this little boy is annoyed because he does not want to get out of bed. Annoyed means to feel bothered or irritated. Annoyed. We have this one that's almost the same as annoyed. I would call it an antonym of annoyed, so be careful because they mean very close to the same thing, so check those definitions. Cranky. A cranky person is grouchy or in a bad mood. A cranky person is grouchy or in a bad mood. An annoyed person is feeling bothered or irritated. They're very similar. And you know how you fix a cranky person? That's right, Romeo. You feed them. You just give them some food and they're all better. And then frustrated, which is very close to annoyed as well. Frustrated. The math work that was too hard made the little girl frustrated. To be frustrated means to feel disappointed by being kept from doing something. I think of frustrated as, you know, working really hard but still not being able to finish a task, having to do things over and over again could feel frustrating. Okay, that's vocabulary, but I also want to talk about theme because there's a lot of questions over theme on your test. You know what? I'm just going to grab your test. Oh, giant close-up. Not good. Okay. So they have a lot of questions over theme. I think. Let me see. Yes. Okay. Which sentence describes the theme of the passage? The theme is the moral of the story. It's the lesson that you're supposed to learn from the story. So if you were reading the Little Red Riding Hood, the theme, the lesson that you're supposed to learn is not to talk to strangers because she wouldn't have been in all that trouble if she wouldn't have talked to the wolf and then told the wolf where she was going and where Grandma lived. And so he was able to get that information and try to gobble people up, okay? Because she was talking to strangers. The theme of the story is don't talk to strangers. The theme of, let me think of another one. The Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf. The theme is the little pig that did the hard work and took his time and had to work extra hard to make his big, strong home. he was the one that survived, right? Because he did the extra work that he needed to. So the theme would be work hard and persevere. Of the Three Little Pigs. Let's see, what's another one? I can't think of any off the top of my head. The Chicken Little? I don't know. Oh, The Boy Who Cried Wolf. The Boy Who Cried Wolf. The little boy, bored in the field. Wolf, wolf! Everyone comes running. There's no wolf. He's sitting there laughing. Oh, the second time the little boy calls in the field, wolf, wolf! All the villagers come running. They get there. He's pulling a prank on them. And then the third time, the boy is sitting in the field and a wolf walks up. And he's gobbling up sheep and doing all kinds of naughty wolf-like things. And the boy goes, wolf, wolf! And no one comes because they don't believe him. So one lie can make you untrustworthy. So don't cry wolf. So that's the theme. Tell the truth. Be honest. So these fairy tales, folk tales, dramas, okay, they have messages that you're supposed to understand, okay? So, your story that's going to be on your test tomorrow, Little Red, is going to have a hidden message in it, and you have to pick that out, okay? So that's one thing you have to do on your test. Another thing is going to be on the test are opposites. Opposites. So the way they have this set up, an opposite is an antonym, a word that means the opposite of what you want. Okay, so if I said, what is the opposite of short? You would know the opposite of short is tall. What is the opposite of cold? The opposite of cold is warm. So in your story, the opposites aren't quite as easy as short and tall and hot and cold, okay? But they're going to give you the definition of that word in the sentence. So I'm going to do one for you. Shh, don't tell anybody, okay? Just between us. Okay, on this one it says, the two were always active, never idle. The answer to the opposite of the word idle, the idle is what they want you to tell the opposite of. The answer to the opposite of idle is right in the sentence. The two were always active, never idle. Active is the opposite of idle. Active, moving around, exercising, cleaning the house. Active, riding your bike. Idle. You might not know what idle means, but you know what active means. Idle means you're sitting still. Your car might idle. That means it's sitting there running, but it's not going anywhere. It's in park. It's not moving. Idle. Okay? So the sentence is giving you the answer. Okay? But you have to pick out of these three words. The two were always active, never idle. The words choices are normal, busy, and fancy. What would be the opposite of idle? Remember, it's in the sentence. Active. What means the same as active? Or the opposite of idle? That's right. For Violet, it's busy. Busy would be the opposite of idle. It's its antonym. Remember we talked about synonyms. This is its antonym. It means the opposite. Let's do one more. Shh, don't tell anybody. Piggy planned to trick Little Red by dressing like Granny, who always wore comfortable, casual clothes. Okay, maybe you don't know what casual means in clothes, but you know what comfortable means, right? So comfortable clothes, comfortable, casual clothes. What would be the opposite of comfortable, casual clothes? If Mom said, oh, you can just wear some comfortable, casual clothes to Thanksgiving. We don't have to dress up. We can just be comfy. the opposite would be fancy clothes. Comfortable clothes, like your sweatpants and your leggings. Fancy clothes, like dress and tights, or if you're a boy, like dress pants and ouchy shoes. The opposite of comfortable casual would be fancy. Okay, I hope that helps you guys be prepared for the test. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.